Hello everyone, and welcome to another Pathfinder adventure card game scenario. This is scenario 6.6, the final scenario of the entire campaign, playing the character Drelm over at the Skypharaoh's throne. We're at this location. The difficulty of your checks against Banes that have the mummy trait is increased by 4, and after you are dealt damage that is not reduced, bury one random card from your discard pile. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Drelm's hand is fine. Advancing the Blessings deck. It's a Blessing of Horus. And the first card is the Sky Pharaoh. Alright, getting right down to business here. The Sky Pharaoh, he's ready for Drelm. So let's see, Undead Mummy Sorcerer. So that means it's a +4 to defeat the Sky Pharaoh. He's going to be a 37. So he is immune to cold, electricity, mental, and poison traits. While you act, damage dealt by the Sky Pharaoh is mental damage that cannot be reduced. So that's by the Sky Pharaoh. Before you act, each character at your location is dealt an amount of electricity damage equal to 1 plus the number of characters. So there's only one character here, so we have to take 2 points of electricity damage. Looking at Drelm's hand, he has the Advocate's Armor. He can just reveal this card, which is pretty cool, to reduce electricity damage by 2. That's pretty cool. So we reveal that. Don't have to deal with that effect. You may bury the loot Mask of the Forgotten Pharaoh. So we don't have that. If undefeated, bury your discard pile. Okay, so it's a straight up combat 37. Looking at Drelm's hand, let's see. He doesn't really have a lot. He's got 2 attack options. He can either do the Dune of Doom, which is going to be Arcane or Divine. So Divine skill D8 plus 3d10. His Divine buff is +6. Or he could do the Natron Fang, which is Strength or Melee plus 1d8 plus 1. So it's going to be 3d8. So we got 3d8 and a d10 plus the buff of 6. Or we do the d8 and a 3d10 with the buff of 6. So it's an 8 versus 6. It's 3d10 versus 3d10. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Dune of Doom. I think I got some better odds of doing it there. So we're going to use the Arcane skill, which is d10 or d8. And we're going to do 3d10. 1, 2, 3. Let me assemble my dice here. So 3d10. We are going to go ahead. Yeah, he's not immune to bludgeoning trait. Okay, cool. And we will go ahead and use a Blessing of Abdar to add a die to that check. So we're adding another d8. Okay, so feeling pretty good about this. Our total buffs, since it's just a divine check, are going to be +6. So adding 6 to this roll, let's see what happens. Alright, so we rolled a 10, so 15. So 15, 19, 20, 21, and 7 is 28. Plus, we had the +6 buff. So let's do the 6 buff. So we got 6 and 4. That's a 4. 6 and 4 is 10. So we got 10 there. Another 10 is 20. 20. And then we have 34. We needed 37. Okay, so it looks like we failed. Double check. +6, 11, 18, 19, 20, 34. Okay, so our total score was 34, and we needed a 37. So 6, 11, 21, so we do 23, 34. Yep, okay, 34 no matter how you slice it. Fortunately, we have this character. After a character at your location rolls the dice on his check, recharge this card to allow him to reroll any die or discard this card. So I think, so he failed by what? So 6, 11, 21, 22, 23, 34, and we need 3 extra points. So I think, tough call. Wow. tough call. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to recharge her and reroll one die. So we need 4. We need 3 extra points. So if we do that, we're going to do it. I don't think we're going to reroll all the dice. So our choice is reroll all the dice or just reroll one die. Wow, what a tough choice. We're just going to reroll one die. So we're going to recharge her, reroll any one die. Okay, so we're going to keep the 5 and the 10. We'll keep the 4 and we'll keep the 7. And all we're doing is rerolling the 2. Let's see what we get. And we get a 7. Wow. So 7 and 7 is 14. 7 and 7 is 14. We get 14, 24, 24, 29, 29, 30, 33, which isn't enough. But our buffs for the arcane or divine were +6. So we defeated the Sky Pharaoh by 2 points. Okay, thanks to... Well, alright. Well, there you go. Right off the bat, he was waiting for us, and we blew him up. The scenario, or the location, is closed, and that is the end of the campaign. That's how Drelm rolls. Just rolled right in there, rolled the Sky Pharaoh. So what I'll do is I will have the final deck analysis for Drelm and the final analysis for the entire campaign. I'll be making that scenario next. But let's just take a quick look at Drelm's final hand here. He had the Dune of Doom, the Blessing of Abdar. He had the Natron Fang. He had the Aegis of Recovery. He had the Advocate's Armor. And he also had his cool new ally. Let's get a look at that ally there. The Mile Picket. So it took these 2 cards and that armor and that. So we only need 4 cards to defeat the Sky Pharaoh. But that's his final hand there. Got him on the first turn. Pretty exciting. Pretty awesome, interesting game. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. I'll have the final campaign summary up shortly.